Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare। ऐसे बैठिए मत इस तरफ। हाँ, यहाँ पर भी जो लोग बैठेंगे आराम से बैठेंगे। आपका पैर कैसा है?
पहले से काफी अच्छा होता है, तकलीफ होती है, मैं पुश कर रही हूँ अपने आप को लेकिन सब आप इंस्पिरेशन
सेवा करते जा रहे हैं। कल राधाष्टमी था, सुबह 4 बजे से लेकर रात के 10 बजे तक कंटिन्यूस क्लासेस कीर्तन बहुत चला। हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण।
आपको सिनेमन पाउडर और गर्म पानी जो है ना वो डाल के अच्छी लगेगी।
हाँ, वो जिंदा तिलिस्मा के लिए मिलता है ना, वो डालिए था।
वो सिनेमन पाउडर है,
अच्छा,
उसको मिक्स करके गले को हम अच्छा एकदम सीधे हो जाएगा।
मैं करता हूँ, घर जाके करता हूँ। थैंक यू। तबीयत खराब है, थोड़ा बुखार आते जा रहा है। अभी मौसम भी ऐसा चल रहा है। गले के लिए छोटी-छोटी ना ब्लैक कलर की। हाँ, वो वाली होती है। आयुर्वेदिक है वो। मैं आयुर्वेदिक वाला आदमी तो मैं आयुर्वेदिक नहीं, मैं खाता था पहले, अभी घर पे है नहीं, लाया नहीं, इसीलिए रह गया। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. जो भी आ रहे हैं गणेश जी को प्रणाम करके आइए. हरे कृष्ण, कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम, राम राम, हरे कृष्ण, कृष्ण कृष्ण, हरे हरे, हरे राम, राम राम, हरे हरे, कृष्ण कृष्ण, हरे हरे, हरे राम, राम राम, हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण, कृष्ण कृष्ण, हरे हरे, हरे राम, राम राम, हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण, कृष्ण कृष्ण, हरे हरे, हरे राम, राम राम, हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण, कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम, राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण, कृष्ण कृष्ण, हरे हरे, हरे राम, राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण, कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम, राम हरे हरे, कृष्ण कृष्ण, हरे हरे, हरे राम, राम हरे हरे, कृष्ण कृष्ण, हरे हरे, हरे राम, राम हरे हरे. ओम शुक्लाय कृष्ण कृष्णाय श्री राधा गदाधर श्री सारी गौरभक्त विष्णु 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 राम 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 हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण राम राम हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Imam Vishnu Ganesh Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Saraswati Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. So Ganeshji removes the obstacles in our spiritual life. So while we are doing this round here, let us pray to Ganeshji that he helps us control our mind, which keeps going here and there. Let's take his blessings and do one round, nice round. Whatever you're doing, try to finish it very nicely, satisfaction. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Mataji, Mataji should sit in the front. There's a lot of space here. I can't see you if you sit back. Mataji, आगे बैठिए. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram Ram. Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. श्री विघ्ननाश गणेश जी की जय। गणपति बप्पा मोरया। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी नाथ राधा गिरिवर धारी। जय गिरिवर धारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी नाथ राधा गिरिवर धारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी नाथ राधा गिरिवर धारी। यशोदानंदन व्रजगानंदन यमुनतीरवरचारी। यशोदानंदन व्रजगानंदन यमुनतीरवरचारी। Yashodanandana Prajajanandana Yamunakiravanachari Yashodanandana Prajajanandana Yamunakiravanachari Hare Radha Madhava Sundari Gopijana Vallabha Giridharadhari Gopijana Vallabha Giridharadhari Jai Radha Madhava Sundari Gopijana Vallabha Giridharadhari Jai Radha Madhava Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha Gopi Vallabha Gopi Vallabha Jaya Jagannatha Jagannatha Baladeva Jaya Subhadra Jagannatha Swami Jagannatha Swami Jagannatha Swami Avatunye Jaya Sati Nandana Jaya Sati Nandana Pakita Pavana Pakita Pavana Pakita Pavana Gaura Hari हरि बोल। श्री श्री राधा गोपी वल्लभ भगवान की जय, श्री श्री गौर निताय की जय, श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा माई की जय, श्री गणेश जी की जय, गणपति बप्पा मोरया, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरौ श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवती नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। नमः पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजमालिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांग्रे। नमो महापदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरत्विषे नमः। नमो ब्राह्मण्याय देवाय गौ ब्राह्मणाहिताय च जगद्दिताय कृष्णाय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। नमः ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे हुकुम करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयति गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं श्री परमानंद माधवं श्री चैतन्य ईश्वरम् ओम पवित्रो वा सर्वावस्थंगतोऽपि वा यत्स्मरेत् पुण्डरीकाक्ष सव्याभ्यन्तरं शुचे श्री विष्णु Hare Krishna. Thank you all for coming. Some others can come in the front. Why are you sitting so close? And maybe the pujari will come and start the worship. You can come in the front. If that's okay, you can come in the front. There's a lot of space here. Yeah. So today is a very auspicious day here. That today Ganeshji, Visarjan is there. He never leaves us. Just that we bring him and we tell him Tata bye-bye, but he never leaves. He is very much with us, always. And without his blessings, none of us can learn Vedic literature. He is the one who wrote Bhagavad Gita. In fact, today while we are chanting every verse, Ganeshji is going to see like this. ठीक तरह से कर रहे नहीं कर रहे, because he is the one who wrote all this. ये history है हमारा. It's not some assumption, some thought that the personality was written. This is right now with us, and today he'll be so happy because this is the purpose of his existence, is to give us the Vedic literatures. And when we are doing this puja of reciting what he has given, then he'll be very happy. This today is very special. Actually, I was meditating on this Sunday. Earlier, in the management committee, they were saying they will do the Visarjan on Saturday or something like that. But later on, decided to Sunday. Then I felt, yes, this is very nice. Because Sunday we'll get to read Bhagavad Gita sitting in front of Ganeshji. Not only one Ganeshji, so many Ganeshjis. They're all worshipped in the houses. Whenever there is Ganeshji, in our house we keep books to worship beside. Yeah, you can keep your mathematics, geography, civics, all that you can keep, but this is very important. Because Srimad Bhagavatam, all the Vedic literatures are written by Ganeshji. And we're very pleased that this is the most important activity to do. And I was asked to speak to some people who wanted to hear in Telugu. The same Bhagavad Gita. So okay, that's a good seva I'm getting. So 11 to 12 o'clock here only, introduction to Bhagavad Gita in 1 hour in Telugu I'll be speaking. If somebody wants to hear, you can say back also. I know already you'll be tired with all the lecture today. So yesterday was Radhashtami, a very, very important day in devotee's life, because there is no destination if we are not getting the mercy of Srimati Radharani. Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, all the Mukoti Devatas are searching for the Supreme Lord. Where is he in the universe? And the Supreme Lord is sitting in Nikunja, in between the forest of Vrindavan, holding the feet of Srimati Radharani and taking the dust off her feet and keeping in his hand. So actually, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Krishna or Radharani? Actually, it is Radharani. Because without Radharani, there is no meaning to Krishna. Krishna is completely, Krishna's happiness is completely dependent on the mercy of Srimati Radharani. Completely. If Radharani is not there is no meaning of Vrindavan, there is no Govardhan, there is no Barsana, there is no Raval, there is no Braj, there is no devotion. There is nothing called devotion, there is nothing called emotion. Everything comes from Radharani. All the Mukoti Lakshmi, Saraswati, Parvati, everybody is, if they have any love in them, it's coming from Srimati Radharani. The whole loving potency of God is coming from Srimati Radharani. If God is made of three energies, right? Swarupa Shakti has three energies. Hladini, Sandhini, and Samvit. These are the three technical terms. Samvit, Hladini, Sandhini. These three together make God. Right? So, Sandhini means the eternal aspect of God. He is always eternal. He always existed. He always will be there and always will be there. That is the eternal aspect of God. It's called Sandhini Shakti. Because the Shakti is there, God is there everywhere. It's part of Him. It's part of Him. And Samvit means knowledge. Krishna doesn't have to attend science of self-realization classes. He has full realization of who He is. So there is complete knowledge, Samvit. And the third one is Hladini Shakti, which keeps God happy and in Ananda. Right? So how God becomes happy and stays as God is Hladini Shakti. And that Hladini Shakti, when comes out of Krishna, she becomes Radharani. So same personified God's own love becomes person. And that's Radharani. So when he has to love, he has Radharani. When he has to exchange love, receive love, it's Radharani. And Radharani's only business is to serve Krishna. Only business. There is no other thought in her mind that I want to be served or I want to be happy. No. I am happy when I am serving Krishna. In any condition, any condition. Whether Krishna teases her, he never treats her bad, but there are some leelas where he makes her angry. And Radharani becomes angry also in service of Krishna. Because anger also Krishna likes. Usko bolte Man Mandir. If you go to Barsana, there is a hill called Man Mandir, where eternally Radharani is always upset with Krishna. She is upset with Krishna. Because he told he'll come, he did not come. And instead he ran away with some other girls. She is very angry. What nonsense have you done? You are making me wait here. And that she is doing in service of Krishna. Not like, she wants to be angry. She knows that when I'm angry, Krishna likes. Gopis decorate themselves with nice kajal, all kinds of cosmetics, natural cosmetics for a braj. And when they see in the mirror, they don't see how beautiful they are. The only thought that come across their minds is, will Krishna love me? Will Krishna like this? Is Krishna going to be happy with this? That's the only thought. Love in spiritual world is completely one way. There is no two ways. In material world, we look for two-way love. I love you, do you love me or no? In spiritual world, there is only one way love. I love you. मैं तुमसे प्यार करता हूँ. तुम मेरे साथ कुछ भी करो, मैं तुमसे प्यार करता हूँ. There is no discussion on that. And the same love of Srimati Radharani comes into our parampara of acharyas also, where they love Krishna unconditionally. Whether Krishna reciprocates or doesn't reciprocate, I am here to serve Krishna. And the love of Ganeshji is also one way. Completely one way. He did not get any compensation for writing the Vedas. He's very happy. He wrote the Vedas as a service. And eternally his only one job is to make sure that everybody reads Vedas and understands his worshipable Lord Sri Krishna. He's happy like that. It's not like he's expecting Krishna ji to come here and praise him for what he has done. No, Devatas don't do that. Devatas are pure devotees. And we are also trying to become like them. Right? Become like them meaning, I don't know, some of us might become Devatas in next life. There are Mukkoti Devatas. There is a lot of job opportunity there. Competition is very less. according to our purity, that position might be given. Might be given. And what does it mean to be a Devata? Because the only thing that comes to our mind is golden throne with a golden mukut sitting with three apsaras dancing around us and some extraordinary powers in our hands, some brutal weapons in our hands. No. Devata means the one who is completely surrendered to Krishna. He is Devata. He will do his job without any obstacles, without any reservations. He is Devata. Right? So Devatas are pure devotees. If we don't respect Devatas, Krishna is not going to like us. If we have not worshipped Ganeshji, then why will Krishna like us? Huh? You are not loving the person. See, if somebody says, I love you, but I hate your children, what do you feel? ये किधर का प्यार है? Huh? Mataji, I really like what you are, but I hate your husband. अच्छा लगेगा? नहीं ना? So same way when Krishna also is like that. If we don't love his anshas, everybody for that matter, aham bija pradapitaha, every single person, if we don't love, Krishna is going to love us, not going to love us. We should learn to love everybody by seeing God in them. By seeing God in them. Everybody, every single living entity. Doesn't mean we'll not protect ourselves when somebody creates any nuisance. That's not what I'm saying. Krishna standing in between Kurus and Pandavas was favorable to both the sides. It's not like he hated Duryodhana. He hated the activities of Duryodhana. He hated the choices of Duryodhana. He wanted to correct that. Right? He did not have a personal rift with anybody on the battlefield. Krishna is a source of Devatas also. Krishna is a source of Rakshasas also. Right? Yudhishthira Maharaj asked this question in Srimad Bhagavatam. Hey Krishna, both are coming from you. How come you are favorable towards Devatas and kind of act unfavorable towards Rakshasas? So Krishna explains that no, both are my children. एक थोड़े अच्छे हैं, थोड़े बिगड़ गए हैं. Some people follow what I say and they stay happy. Some people don't follow what I say. They stay happy at the cost of others. They are Rakshasas. Rakshas means they will do anything for their advantage. They also are happy. But their happiness costs others. Right? They don't care about others. They don't care about God's instructions. Rakshasa doesn't mean he should have big teeth and big hair flying around with blood in his teeth. No, that's not Rakshasa. That's our way of looking at Rakshasa. Rakshasa can be also living in a flat neighbor wearing tracksuit and nice t-shirt and talking good morning to us. He can be a Rakshasa. How is he a Rakshasa? The one who doesn't care about God's instructions. Simple. The one who, when you don't understand God's instructions means what? You are going to cause only damage to this planet. Eventually, that's what you'll do. You'll do activities what you like to do. So Ganesh is sitting here trying to convert Rakshasas into Devatas. Right? By telling everyone, please read Vedic scriptures, please become a good person. Please learn how to be a good devotee. That's what Ganesh is telling. So on this day, our class is offered as an offering to Sri Ganesh, that he feels happy by seeing all of us here reading Bhagavad Gita, and he encourages us to finish Bhagavad Gita and then also read Srimad Bhagavatam, everything that he has given. The whole life is a journey to read and understand what Ganeshji has given. Hare Krishna. Bolo Ganeshji ki Jai. And today when we are singing Narshing Aarti, it's a very special Aarti today. Because as per Brahma Samhita, verse number 50, Ganeshji got the power to remove obstacles from Narshingdev. He went to Narshingdev, he kept his head on his feet, and he asked, Brahmaji is telling, from where he got that power. Every Devata gets a power. So from that power of removing obstacles he received from Narshingdev. When Narshingdev appeared, immediately went and said, you are removing obstacles in the path of devotion of Prahlad. Can you give me that power so I can help all the remaining living entities? And immediately Nrsimha said, Tadastu, take that power. So that is the reason we do Agra Puja. We always keep Ganesh in the front of any temple, any Vedic temple. Ganesh is always in the front. That he removes the obstacles so we can go and worship Vishnu. That is how it works. Okay, so last week we have started. Oh, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Sasrika. Thank you. So, 8th chapter we had started. So I just read the translation of how we came to here. I think we finished 5 verses. Arjuna inquired, O my Lord, O Supreme Brahman, O Supreme Person, what is Brahman? What is self? What are fruitive activities? What is this material manifestation? And what are the demigods? Please explain this to me, he is asking. All questions. Who is the Lord of sacrifice? And how does he live in the body? O Matsudana, and how can those engaged in devotional service know you at the time of death? So very essential questions he's asking. Right? Last week we had discussed on length on this, so you can hear the last week's class if you're not heard. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, the indestructible transcendental living entity is called Brahman, and his eternal nature is called Adhyatma, the self. Action pertaining to the development of the material bodies of the living entities is called karma, or fruitive activities. So in one line, Krishna explained what is Brahman, what is Atma, Paramatma, and what is karma, activities of a living entity on this planet. Text 4. O best of the embodied beings, the physical nature, which is constantly changing, is called Adibhuta, the material manifestation. The universal form of the Lord, which includes the demigods, like those of sun and moon, is called Adidaiva. And I, the Supreme Lord, represented as a super soul in the heart of every embodied being, is called Adi Yajna, the Lord of sacrifice. Right? So he's saying, I am the one who accepts all your offerings as Adi Yajna. And I am the one from which everything comes, is Adi Daiva. All the devatas are coming out of me. Very clearly saying, there is no discussion here. And in the beginning is saying, I am the one who keeps changing as Adi Bhuta, Prakriti, Durga. She also comes from me. Right? So if somebody says, which is a big problem in India, somebody says, Sab ek hai. इसको ये वर्ष दिखाओ. सब एक नहीं है, सब एक से आते हैं. There is a big difference. सब एक नहीं है, सब एक से आते हैं. है कि नहीं? Are we all one? No, we are coming from the one. That we should understand. Right? When they make a mockery of, our way of worship, saying, oh, you worship an elephant also, you worship a rat also, you worship a bird also, you worship a human also, you worship this also, you worship that also. Well, we respect everybody, we respect the Panchabhutas, we respect the material nature, but we also know where they are coming from. Once a sannyasi Maharaj was traveling in a flight, and he was in the airport, and one foreign person came and sat beside him, and he told, oh, you are from India? Swamiji, you are from India? He said, yes, I am from India. Hare Krishna. He said, oh, you people worship stone? I heard you worship stone. He was trying to make fun. You worship stone? Do we all worship stone? आपको क्या लगता है? पत्थर की पूजा करते हैं हम लोग या मट्टी की पूजा कर रहे हैं हम लोग? Well, respect करते हैं, पत्थर को भी respect करते हैं. So, the sannyasi, very simple words he told. I am right now walking on stone in the airport. The whole floor is made of stone. If I worship stone, why will I walk on the stone? Don't you think I should worship this stone also? No, we don't worship stone. We use stone to make a deity of God as per Shastra. And just not like we made something and we worship. There is prana pratishtha of that stone. And the form is not as per what I want to create. Like some people create Ganeshji with a cricket bat also. No? Right? क्या क्या बना देते हैं उनके साथ. Last year, 4 years back, he was Bahubali holding lingam like that. कुछ भी मूवी आ गया उसके मतलब बना दिया. वो गलत है. शास्त्र के मुताबिक जो होना चाहिए वो है. यहाँ पे सब कुछ ठीक लग रहा है मुझे. गणेश जी लड्डू पकड़े हैं, एक हाथ से वरदान दे रहे हैं. There is a rat nearby who is his vahan, right? So everything is right. This is right, right? And it's not made of plaster of Paris. It's made of natural elements, right? When we had Ganeshji in my house, I had to. We only worship for 3 days this time because my health was not good. We had to go at places, so we did immersion in the house only. So there is a tub of water. We kept Ganeshji in that, and by morning he's completely mixed in the water. The next day morning we took that water and kept it to all the plants with the mud. So Ganeshji always resides with us. Yeah, it's very important. Somebody asked me, why don't you go and put Ganeshji in that water there? The small lake that we have in the front. Well, that might have drainage from the slum. Who knows? Or our people might have looked at drainage there. I don't want to put Ganeshji in a drainage. Right? So it's very respectful aspect how you deal. We don't worship whimsically. We don't worship sentimentally. We worship logically. And Vedas explain the logic. Right? It's an authorized deity that we worship. Authorized. Prana Pratishtha deity we worship. Exactly like if you want to send a post to America, you have to go and put that post where? In a dabba. Can you put it in this dabba? The dabba here. No? So डालो अमेरिका जाएगा नहीं जाएगा क्यों नहीं जाएगा बताओ? Why that letter will not go to America? क्या मल्होत्रा जी क्यों नहीं जाएगा यहाँ पे? ये डब्बा ही है वो भी डब्बा है. हाँ क्या प्रॉपर नहीं है इसमें? हाँ मतलब वो प्रॉपर कैसे होता है? बॉक्स प्रॉपर बॉक्स कैसे होता है? हाँ गवर्नमेंट का सील लगता है भैया उसके ऊपर कि ये गवर्नमेंट का अप्रूव्ड डब्बा है. This is approved by the government. Then only you put the letter, it will go to America also. It will go to Uganda also. If you put the letter in the right box, because government has approved it. In the same way, any stone we don't worship. A stone carved into a deity approved by the government. Who is that government? The Sampradayas. The Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya, Nimbarka Sampradaya, right? Kumara Sampradaya, Brahma Sampradaya. They are the authorities. Divya Desh bolte na, 108 Divya Deshas. Why are they Divya Deshas? Because Ramanujacharya went there and he worshipped in those Divya Desh. Shakti Sthal bolte na, हाँ? या फिर ज्योतिर्लिंग बोलते हैं ना. कहाँ से हो गए सारे ज्योतिर्लिंग? मैं भी यहाँ पे एक बड़ा लिंग बना दूंगा उसको ज्योतिर्लिंग बोल दूंगा. हो गया वो ज्योतिर्लिंग? नहीं. इन सभी के पीछे बड़ा साइंस है. कौन सी मूर्ति कहाँ पे रखी है? What is where? It's a big science. It has to be approved by government. And government doesn't go and approve anything and everything. There is a scripture, Shastra. There are some deities which are not carved and kept. Like Ugra Narsingha. It is not kept. Because if you don't worship the deity properly, your entire planet will burn to ashes. It becomes so hot. There is a deity of what is it? Varaha Narsingha in Simhachalam. Simhachalam में Varaha Narsingha है. Varaha Dev, he came when he was very angry to kill Hiranyaksha. Narsingha Dev came when he was very angry to kill Hiranyakashipu. So in both the forms, when Lord came out, he was angry. I mean, God is not angry. God is never angry. But he's displaying that emotion to protect his devotee. So Prahlad Maharaj asked Lord Nrsimhadev, can I worship you in both these forms at a time? Varaha also, Nrsimha also. Just imagine, anger quadruplified. Right? So when the deity was made, as soon as the deity was made, Devatas came and told, what are you doing? This deity can burn the whole planet if it is not properly worshipped. And till date, since the millions of years, Chandan ka lep is kept on the deity every single day. Now, if you go and see the deity, it's almost like a ball. Chandan laga ke, Chandan laga ke, Chandan laga ke. All the time they put Chandan. How many have gone to Himachal? Anybody here? Yeah? You keep the Chandan, Chandan, Chandan. When you go, you only see a ball. Like a ball of Chandan. And on one day of the year, the whole Chandan is removed and the Abhishekam is done and immediately Chandan is kept. What is that day? Akshaya Tritiya. So if you go on Akshaya Tritiya to that place, the line will be like 20 kilometers. Right? That very place, Himachal. So, we don't worship stone. We don't worship some imaginary things. We worship Surya. Because without sun, what can happen? Nothing can happen, right? Whether you believe in religion or not, tomorrow morning if sun doesn't come, band baj jayega sabhi ka. Thank you. Huh? You can go and ask a atheist. Tomorrow morning if sun doesn't come, tera kya hoga? He will not even know what it means. Whatever houses we have, whatever money we have, tomorrow morning if sun doesn't come, this land will become like a frozen ice. Finish. Right? That is why we worship sun. Surya Namaskar क्यों करते हैं? Thank you. देवता और सूर्य देव का नाम क्या है? सूर्य देव का नाम क्या बोल रहा हूँ? सूर्य देव का नाम सूर्य देव है? नहीं. सूर्य देव एक पोजीशन है. मैनेजर स्टोर्स एक पोजीशन है. मैनेजर मटेरियल्स एक पोजीशन है. उस पोजीशन में रहने वाले का नाम क्या है? मिस्टर खुराना, मिस्टर चोपड़ा, मिस्टर राव. तो सूर्य देव एक पोजीशन है. वो सूर्य का पोजीशन लेने वाला का नाम क्या है? इस बार उनका नाम क्या है? विवस्वान. उनका नाम विवस्वान है ना? गणेश जी एक पोजीशन है. गणेश जी के पोस्ट में लोग भेजे जाते हैं. हर कोई गणेश नहीं बन सकता. सम स्पेशल पर्सन इज गिवन दिस पोजीशन. देवता. वरुण देव एक पोजीशन है. इंद्र एक पोजीशन है. इंद्र के बाद सभी आते हैं. द मोस्ट इनसिक्योर पर्सन ऑफ हिज पोजीशन. सारे कथाएं उनके ऊपर ही है. हमेशा लड़ाई करते रहते हैं. मेरा पोजीशन चाहिए, मेरा सीट चला जाएगा. So these are all positions. So Krishna is explaining here that Adi Bhuta, that Prakriti is coming from me. And all these Devatas, Adi Daiva, are coming from me. And the Atma as Paramatma sitting inside you, your Atma, along with you, I am also sitting inside. And that is Adi Daiva. Right? And there he is also saying the activities that we do is karma. We do some activities here and that is karma. Adi Yajna is the one sitting inside here. Okay. Text 5. This is what we learned last week. We can repeat this verse also again. Antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram yah prayati samadbhavam yati nasti atra samshaya. And whoever at the end of his life quits his body, remembering me alone at once, attains my nature. Of this there is no doubt. So when we are leaving our body, what is in our mind? That is exactly the position that we get. There are only two people we should remember at the time of our death. Two people. One is God, second is Guru. These two people we should remember. Because Guru takes you to God. Without the mercy of Guru, you cannot go to God. Simple है. गुरु की पूजा करनी चाहिए. गुरु की पूजा ये सोच के नहीं करनी चाहिए कि गुरु भगवान है, लेकिन गुरु की पूजा ऐसी करनी चाहिए कि भगवान है. समझ रहे? There is small difference here. What is the difference? Guru should be worshipped like God, not as God. Because Guru will not like that. Guru will not like that. कोई भी गुरु को अगर आप भगवान बोलोगे उनको पसंद नहीं आएगा, क्योंकि मैं तो दास हूं, मैं तो भगवान का दास हूं। अगर गुरु भगवान बन सकता है, अगर आप कल शास्त्र सीखेंगे आप भी गुरु बन जाएंगे, मतलब क्या भगवान बन गए? So recently there was a quote by Srila Prabhupada, right? What did he say? It's a very dangerous logic that Guru is God. Guru is not God, but you should worship Guru like God. Very important. If Guru comes to your house, how will you worship him? Just like you worship God. भगवान की तरह पूजना चाहिए गुरु को, लेकिन गुरु ये नहीं सोचना चाहिए कि मैं भगवान हूं। अगर गुरु सोचने लगा कि मैं भगवान हूं, देन वो पूरा सिद्धांत ही गलत हो गया। समझ रहे? हम सभी के अंदर एक गुरु है, हम सभी के अंदर एक गुरु है। गुरु है, हम बताते हैं ना, एडवाइस देते हैं लोगों को, ऐसे मत करो, ऐसे मत करो। एक छोटा सा गुरु है अंदर, है ना? हाँ, लेकिन ये गुरु उस परम गुरु का दास है हमेशा, हमेशा। ऐसा कोई टाइम नहीं है जब ये गुरु सोचेगा कि मैं गुरुदत्त हूं, मैं कोई सबसे बड़ा गुरु हूं। गुरु के नाम पे कितने पिक्चर बने ना इसको, गुरु 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 गुरु। है कौन गुरु है? किसको गुरु बोलोगे? सिर्फ उसी को गुरु बोलोगे जो भगवान का भक्त है। Philosophers are not gods or are not gurus. Don't combine philosophers and gurus as same. गुरु वही है जो भगवान का वाक्य बोलता है, रिपीट करता है। Whatever Krishna told, if he says as it is, he is a guru. If he speaks whatever he wants to speak, then he is not a guru. सारे गुरु जो हम ये धरती पर चले हैं, उन्होंने सभी भगवान की प्रशंसा की है, खुद की प्रशंसा कभी नहीं की। A guru will never tell that he is a guru. That is a very important thing. कोई गुरु अपना नाम सदगुरु नहीं रखता, कोई गुरु अपना नाम मैं महागुरु नहीं रखता, कोई गुरु अपना नाम महर्षि, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, तेजस्वी महर्षि सिद्धनाथ गुरु जी आ रहे हैं, वो आके बैठ के नहीं सुनता हो, अरे मेरे बारे में बोल रहे हैं क्या? कभी नहीं सुनता। गुरु तो इतना ही बोलता है, मैं भगवान का दास हूं, मैं मेरे गुरु का दास हूं, मेरे गुरु उनके गुरु के दास हैं, और मैं सबसे छोटा दास हूं। हमेशा गुरु अपने गुरु के बारे में बोलता है, खुद के बारे में नहीं बोलता। कोई गुरु अपना, कोई भगवान के लिए कोई मंदिर चालू करता है, अपने नाम से चालू नहीं करता, भगवान के नाम से चालू करता है। जब श्रील प्रभुपाद ने इस्कॉन सोसाइटी बनाया, उसमें कहीं श्रील प्रभुपाद का नाम दिख रहा है आपको? इंटरनेशनल सोसाइटी फॉर श्रील प्रभुपाद कॉन्शियसनेस, क्या है वहां पे? कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस है जी, सिंपल है ना। ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, इसके वजह से हमारा सनातन धर्म नष्ट हो रहा है। सनातन धर्म की अगर आप सेवा करना चाहते हैं तो ऐसे गुरु के पास जाइए जो सनातनी को सनातन के बारे में बताता है। सनातन मतलब क्या? एटर्नल। एटर्नल कौन है यहाँ पे? भगवान है। जो उनके बारे में बताता है वो सनातन धर्म का पालन कर रहा है। जो खुद के बारे में बताता है और बताता है कि मैं शास्त्र नहीं पढ़ता, अरे तो शास्त्र नहीं पढ़ता तो है क्या तू? कितना अकल है तेरे अंदर? हाँ, अकल वहां से ही लेना है। मत्ता स्मृति ज्ञानम अपोहनम च, मेरे पास ही सारा ज्ञान है, तो उनके पास से ले लो ना। अभी यहां अर्जुन क्या कर रहे हैं? 7 चैप्टर सुन लिए, भगवान ने बोल दिया मैं कौन हूं, उसके बाद भी किससे प्रश्न पूछ रहे हैं? Who is he asking questions to? Krishna, can you please tell me what is Adi Bhuta, what is Adi Daiva, who are these devatas, what is this karma, what is this Brahman, please explain me. क्यों पूछ रहे हैं? क्योंकि पूछना हमारा अधिकार है और कहना उनका मर्जी है। He will answer provided we are obedient and we are humble to ask. Vidya Vinayam. If we are not humble, we will not understand this knowledge. ठीक है? So now he is saying, and whoever at the end of his life quits his body, remembering me alone, at once attains my nature. Of this there is no doubt. Right? So we have to remember Krishna. Now how do you remember Krishna? ऐसे थोड़ी remember आ जाएगी. Whole life you have to chant his names. नाम, नाम में बहुत शक्ति है। हर दिन नाम का जप करो, राइट? लेकिन नाम के जप से पहले गुरु का जप करो। व्हाट डू वी डू बिफोर चैंटिंग? नमा ओम विष्णु पदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी। इनके वजह से मुझे हरे कृष्ण का नाम मिला। Guru and God are two parallel tracks on which the train goes, right? Parallel. It's very important. Text 6. Yam yam vapi smaram bhavam त्यज्याति ante kalevaram tam tam evaiti kaunteya sada tat bhava bhavita. Whatever state of being one remembers when he quits his body, O son of Kunti, that state he will attain without fail. ये बहुत बड़ा सेंस है. When you are dying, if you have a wrong desire, a desire other than going back to God, and going back to God and do what? क्या करते हैं आप वहां जाके? मदिरा पीते हैं. हाँ, क्या करते हैं? भगवान के पास जाके हम क्या करेंगे बताओ? अभी यहाँ पे क्या कर रहे हैं? सेवा कर रहे हैं ना. वहां जाके हमेशा करेंगे सेवा. यहाँ सेवा का प्रैक्टिस हो रहा है, वहां सेवा इंप्लीमेंट होगा. यहाँ हरे कृष्ण जप कर रहे हैं, वहां हमेशा करेंगे. यहाँ कितने राउंड कर रहे हैं? 16 माला. वहां कितने करेंगे? पूरा दिन. गोपाल गोपी कृष्ण के इर्द गिर्द में हमेशा कृष्ण 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 ही बोलते रहते हैं. वैकुंठ में नारायण 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 ही बोलते रहते हैं. हमको अभी बोलने में मुश्किल हो रहा है क्योंकि हमारा परिस्थिति ऐसे है. We are not liking to chant God's name because we want to enjoy here. We don't want God. मुश्किल होता है. अरे कृष्ण और कब होगा रे कंप्लीट? कितने माला? अरे तो एक से ही नहीं हो रहा, 16 बोल रहे हैं. जीना है नहीं जीना है मुझे यहाँ पे. लेकिन जब आप भगवान से प्यार करोगे, नाम भी आराम से आएगा. नाम भी आराम से. What is lacking is love. आपकी माँ आपको घर में कितने बार पुकारती है बताओ? क्या हर्षल प्रभु? जब आप घर जाते कितने बार हर्षल 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 कितने बार बोलती है आपकी माँ? उनको गुस्सा आता है बीच में, हर्षल कितने बार हर्षल हर्षल प्रभु? नहीं आता ना. क्यों हर्षल बोलने में उनको मुश्किल नहीं होता? वो प्यार करती है आपसे. जब आप भगवान को प्यार करोगे, अपने आप नाम आ जाएगा. ये जब यहाँ पे आए थे, उन्होंने एक मंत्र बोला, नाम नाम कार्य बहुड़ा निज सर्वशक्ति तत्रातिपान्निमिता स्मरणेन काला एतादृशी तव कृपा भगवान ममापि दुर्दैव मिदृशम इह जानन अनुराग. कह रहे नाम नाम कार्य बहुड़ा निज सर्वशक्ति. सारे जो आपकी शक्ति है आपके नाम में. अगर आपका नाम मैं विश्वास से लूंगा, इफ आई टेक योर नेम विथ फेथ, आई एम राइट देयर, आई एम राइट देयर. बुलाओ. See, if I call somebody here, will he come? No, he'll not come. Right? He'll not come. Because he may like me or may not like me. But God is so merciful. You take his name, he'll be here. Immediately he'll be here. With faith, if you take that name. And there are millions of examples how he has appeared when his devotee called him. द्रौपदी ले लो, प्रहलाद ले लो, ध्रुव ले लो, हाँ, गजेंद्र ले लो, पशु ने भी नाम लिया, आ गया भगवान. तो he is very merciful. तो चैतन्य महाप्रभु is saying, नाम नाम आकारी बहुड़ा निज सर्वशक्ति. मेरे सारे शक्तियों को मेरे नाम में मैंने लगा के रखा है. If you just chant Krishna, Rama with faith, he'll appear. But there is a problem. He's saying, तत्रादिपा नियमिता स्मरणेन काला. He's saying, not a problem. This line is saying, कोई नियम नहीं इसको जप करने का. मैं कोई नियम नहीं लगा रहा हूँ. कलयुग में कोई नियम नहीं. ऐसे ही सभी मर रहे हैं सॉफ्टवेयर कंपनीज में. काहे का नियम लगाऊंगा? सुबह उठ के ही करो, नहा के ही करो, खाने से पहले करो. कोई नियम नहीं. माता जी लोगों का जब आपका मेंस्ट्रुअल साइकिल आता है, उसमें मत करो, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. कभी भी करो. नाम का जप कभी भी करो. मैं शुद्ध हूं या शुद्ध नहीं हूं. हम लोग क्या मंत्र गाते हैं सत्संग से पहले? ओम अपवित्रो पवित्रो वा सर्वावस्थम गतोपि वा यत् स्मरेत् पुंडरीकाक्ष सभ्याभ्यंतरम सुचे, श्री विष्णु श्री विष्णु श्री विष्णु। क्या मतलब है इसका? मैं पवित्र हूं या नहीं हूं? मैं पवित्र हूं या नहीं हूं? लेकिन जब पुंडरीकाक्ष, जब आपको याद करता हूं, when I remember you, I become purified. You purify me. I cannot become purified. अब कितना भी रेक्सोना लक्स ला के नहाओ, in front of Ganesh, you will never become pure. But when you hold his feet, you will become pure. When you hold the feet of your guru, you will become pure. When you hear the mantras that your guru has told you, you will become pure. Your guru will remove all the doubts. Your guru will remove all the obstacles, and he'll make your path smooth to go back to Krishna. This is our philosophy. So, नामनामकारी बहुड़ा निज सर्वशक्ति तत्रातिपा नियमिता स्मरणेन काला. No niyama. Smaranena can chant the kala any time during the day and night. He's ending it, that sentence saying, नामनामकारी बहुड़ा निज सर्वशक्ति तत्रातिपा नियमिता स्मरणेन काला. ये तादृशी तव कृपा भगवान मामा पे कृपा करो, दुर्दैव मिदृशम यह जानने अनुराग. इतना मेरी दुर्गति है कि मुझे आपका नाम जप करने में कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं है. भगवान बोल रहे, स्वयं चैतन्य महाप्रभु is Krishna himself is telling that you don't, right? And then immediate next verse he says how to get that interest. How to get that interest? He's immediately telling. He's telling the problem also, immediately telling the solution. What is he saying? त्रिनादपि सुनिचेन तरोरपि सहिष्णुना अमाननीय मानदेन कीर्तने सदा. What a beautiful verse. It's a jewel verse. मैं तो कहता हूँ इसको गले में बांध के रखो हर दिन सुबह रात, घर पे फ्रेम करके रखो. Repeat after me. त्रिनादपि सुनिचेन तरोरपि सहिष्णुना अमाननीय मानदेन कीर्तने सदा हरि. क्या मतलब है इसका? Very simple. I told this in the past also. Trinadapi sunichena. I should be more humble than a blade of grass. अभी आप घास देख रहे हो यहाँ पे, उसके ऊपर कोई पैर लगाता है, क्या करता है? झुकता है कैसे? झुक जाता है. घास झुक जाता है कि नहीं? जब आपका हृदय ऐसा हो that any problem comes in life, I'm not going to complain. I just surrender. No problem. I'll just bend. Trinadapi sunichena. Tarorapi sahishnuna. Taror matlab tree. A tree, even if you throw a stone on a tree, what will tree give back? Fruit. You cut the tree will tell no problem. Use me for your purpose. I'll grow. Totally tolerant. Tolerance. You should learn tolerance from a tree. You should learn humility from a grass. Trinadapi sunichena. Tarorapi sahishnuna. तरोर भी सहिष्णु. मेरा सहन तरोर की तरह होना चाहिए, मतलब ट्री की तरह होना चाहिए. अमाननीय मान देना. I'll respect everybody. Everybody I'll respect. Not ऊपर. नमस्ते जी. पता नहीं क्यों आ गया सुबह. नहीं. Really from your heart. I respect everybody. And अमाननीय मान देना. Second one is very difficult. I don't expect any respect. अरे बाप रे. तो बहुत मुश्किल है ना. कहीं पे गए कोई फंक्शन, you go to any function and nobody says hello. Just imagine you're entering a function of friends and nobody is even looking at you. What is the problem? मैं सिकंदर का मुकद्दर मैं तरफ देख. है क्या लगता है ना? A devotee will never look for respect. He'll just go and do his service. फिर से बोलिए. त्रिनादपि सुनीचेना तरोरपि सहिष्णुना अमाननीय मानदेना. जब ये सभी चीज हम करेंगे, कीर्तनय सदा हरि. जब ऐसा व्यक्ति हरि का नाम लेता है, हरि को उसका नाम सुनाई देता है. Then he will actually hear. Okay, I'm not like this, Prabhu. What is the point in me chanting? Keep chanting. One day you will become like that. You want to become humble? How many of you want to become humble? हाथ उठाओ. किसको humble बनना है? बनना है ना? तो कृष्ण आपकी जिंदगी में आपको एक ऐसे व्यक्ति को भेजेगा जो आपको ह्यूमिलेट करेगा। बिना ह्यूमिलेट हुए कैसे मालूम चलेगा हम्बल हुए नहीं हुए? क्या प्रभु जी? Who wants to become? सही है क्या? आप सभी लोग हाथ उठाए, गणेश जी ने सुन लिया। अब कल एक ऐसा आदमी आएगा आपके फ्लैट्स में, आपको मतलब दिन रात आपको ह्यूमिलेट करेगा, और ह्यूमिलेशन रहते हुए आप जब चैंटिंग करोगे हम्बल बन जाओगे। अमाननीय मान देना। किसको? सभी को रेस्पेक्ट करना है। हाथ उठाओ, सोच के उठाओ। रेस्पेक्ट वापस नहीं लेना, सोच के उठाओ। ऐसी पत्नी मिलेगी, रेस्पेक्ट का स्पेलिंग भूल जाओगे आप। क्या करोगे ऐसी पत्नी मिलोगे तो? उसका चरण स्पर्श करोगे। थैंक यू, अगर तू मेरी जिंदगी में नहीं आती मैं भगवान के पास कभी नहीं जाता। ये बहुत किस्मत वालों को मिलता है। हाँ, ऐसा पति, ऐसे पत्नी बहुत किस्मत वालों को मिलते हैं, जो कि आपके पास और कोई चारा ही नहीं छोड़ते भगवान के साथ। सच्ची बात बनना है ना, तो कंप्लेन क्यों कर रहे हो? वाई आर यू कंप्लेनिंग? क्या प्रभु? तो सोचिए क्या सोच के आया था, क्या बोल रहे थे। मैं तो बोला भगवद गीता सुनने आए थे, तो मेरे को शाप दे रहे हैं मिठाई। सुबह गणेश जी के सामने शाप दे रहे हैं, ऐसी पत्नी आएगी, ऐसा पति आएगा, you'll get a wife like this, you'll get a husband like this। ऐसा बेटा आएगा जो रात दिन आपको गाली देगा, रात दिन बड़ा होके। आपके कितने लड़के बोलते हैं? लड़के मतलब क्या? जो आपके प्रॉपर्टीज के लिए लड़ेंगे, उन्हीं को लड़के बोलते हैं। लड़के जो लेटर है हिंदी में, वो जो प्रॉपर्टीज के लिए लड़ते हैं उनको लड़के बोलते हैं। हाँ? बेटे मतलब क्या? जो बांटेंगे, हर चीज को बांटेंगे, उनको बेटे बोलते हैं। जो भगवान ने दिया है, अच्छा एक आदमी जब व्यक्ति मेरे जिंदगी में पैदा होता है उसको पुत्र बोलते हैं। पुत्र इज राइट वर्ड। लड़के एंड बेटे इज नॉट अ रेस्पेक्टफुल वर्ड। बहुत लोग जानते नहीं हिंदी में। एक्चुअली दिस वर्ड्स आर नॉट रेस्पेक्टफुल। आपके कितने बेटे हैं? 4 बेटे हैं, बांट रहे हैं। कितने लड़के हैं? रात दिन लड़के ही लड़के, लड़ाई चल रहा है घर में। कितने पुत्र हैं? एक पुत्र है। एक पुत्र है। वो पुत्र क्या कर रहा है? व्हाट इज ही डूइंग? ही इज रिलीविंग फ्रॉम द प्लैनेट कॉल्ड पुत। एक प्लैनेट है पुत, जहां पे हम सभी लोग जाएंगे मरने के बाद। वहां से रिलीफ दिलाएगा, वहां से एक और बॉडी में हमको जाने का अवकाश देगा। He'll give us another good birth. We'll get another good birth. पिंड प्रदान करता है लड़का, पिंड प्रदान करता है ना, उसको पुत्र बोलते हैं। The son who does पिंड प्रदान is called पुत्र। A son who doesn't do पिंड प्रदान is called मूत्र। समझते ना मूत्र क्या है? Urine. From the same place a son comes, from the same place urine comes. Right? So you should have a son who does पिंड प्रदान। दशरथ जी के बहुत लड़के थे, दशरथ जी के बहुत बेटियां थी। मालूम है कितनी शादियां दशरथ जी ने की? नहीं, वही प्रॉब्लम है ना, टीवी सीरियल का प्रॉब्लम है। दशरथ जी मैरिड thousands of wives, he had thousands of wives, he had thousands of children also, बहुत सारे बच्चे थे, लेकिन उनको कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं था that will there be one son who will actually deliver my ancestors. He was not confident on his children. That is when he went to a rishi and asked, please, I want to get sons who will deliver me and my ancestors after I leave. तब जाके he got Ram, Lakshman, Bharat, Shatrugna. Swayam Bhagwan appeared and they delivered. Which is the place where Ramji did Pinda Pradhan for Dasharath? त्र्यंबकेश्वर, नासिक के पास त्र्यंबकेश्वर। वहां पे वन में थे, and he got the news, he went there and that is the reason even today in त्र्यंबकेश्वर शिवजी का बहुत ही फेमस टेम्पल है, और वहां पे गोदावरी उद्भव होती है और वहां पे पिंड प्रदान होता है। वेरी फेमस, वेरी वेरी फेमस है ना? So this is all a science. ये पूरा science है. नाम जपना, right? नाम पे यकीन रखना. Interest आएगा कब आएगा? जब सत्संग में रहेंगे तब interest आएगा. नहीं तो नहीं आएगा interest. 7. तस्मात् सर्वेषु कालेषु माम अनुस्मर युध्य च मयि अर्पित मनोबुद्धिर् माम एवैष्यसि असंशया. Therefore, Arjuna, you should always think of me in the form of Krishna, and at the same time carry out your prescribed duty of fighting with your activities dedicated to me, and your mind and intelligence fixed on me. You will attain me without doubt. So फिर से रिमाइंडर दे रहे हैं. अच्छा डिस्कशन हो रहा है लेकिन you are supposed to fight after this. I'm telling you Bhagavad Gita, 7 chapter हो गए, लेकिन don't think after getting all this knowledge you'll say okay I'm ज्ञानी now, I'm satisfied and go. No, you have to do your duty. There is a misconception in society that spirituality मतलब सब छोड़ के चले जाओ, काम करना बंद कर दो. नहीं लग रहा है ऐसे. कृष्ण बोला यहाँ पे काम करना बंद करो. क्या कह रहे हैं? अर्जुना, you always think of me and do your duty. You are a kshatriya, go and fight. If you are a soldier in the army, stand at the border and save the country. Right? How many of you know that in our Indian army they are trained in Bhagavad Gita? Do you know that? If you go into the army quarters, you will see verses of Bhagavad Gita kept. Yes, it is there. And how many of you know that when a soldier is dying, other soldiers are trained to chant some verses? Recently, that very deadly place is there, no? What is that? Where there is too much ice and Siachen. So I was speaking to army officer. I know him very well. He is a retired major. He used to come for my classes. बहुत अच्छी इंसान है, वर्मा जी. So he was telling me that he was also posted to Siachen. And it's so unfortunate, every year, minimum dozen soldiers die in Siachen without a fighting, without a normal combat, out of weather they die. And most popular, or not popular, but the most frequently dying reason for soldiers is falling into a ditch. Because they are walking on the ice, they don't know what's underneath. Sometimes there is a big hole, on top of that the ice jam gaya. So you don't know that there is a big hole. Right? So they walk on that and suddenly they slip and it breaks apart. They are stuck. And the soldiers try to pull them out, but at sometimes they can't. Because it is totally ice and it's very dangerous also. If the soldiers go near to him, it might increase the weight and the whole thing can collapse. There are times they have to say tata bye-bye to the soldier. Can you imagine? Can't imagine that. They have to tell the soldier, I'm sorry. And at that time they chant the verse of Bhagavad Gita. And these are those verses. Yam yam vatpisparam bhavam. Ante kalevaram. Please remember God at the time of your leaving. We have done our best to save you. But please excuse us that we cannot save. We will leave a rope. Try your best to come out. But if you can't come out, and the soldier will die in few hours. Even if it doesn't fall inside, the ice is so bad. The cold is so much. In between the ice is crushed and it dies. Very scary to hear, right? And that army major was telling that, yeah. We are made God conscious. Because we see death every time. For us, death is right across the corner. Right across the corner. Death is there. So we should know what happens after death also. Isn't it? So they are taught the philosophy. Philosophy helps. What makes you fearless? What makes you fearless? What is fear? Once I told the definition of fear. F-E-A-R. Does anyone remember? False evidence appears real. There is something false, but it appears real to you, so you are fearful. What is there behind this wall? I don't know. Because I don't know what is behind the wall, I am fearful. But if I know what is behind the wall, I will not be fearful. I know there is nothing. Right? So God conscious person is completely fearless. There are only two fearless people in the planet. एक God conscious person, second pagal. A mental fellow. Mental fellow is fearless because he doesn't know who he is. वो पागल है वो. तो ऐसे ही मरेगा. Another person who is fearless is God conscious person. And that is the reason the great kings, Krishna says in 4th chapter, this knowledge that I am giving you is a kingly knowledge. This knowledge is given to the kings, Bhagavad Gita knowledge. Because kings would know this philosophy before they go into the war. बोलते ना, आक्रमण. But he knows, before that he knows that I am not this body, I am the soul. मैं आत्मा हूँ, ये शरीर नहीं हूँ. And soul keeps taking bodies again and again. And if I remember Krishna in the battlefield, I'll go back to Krishna. And Krishna also says to Arjuna that even if you do this war, not surrender to me, at least you'll get heavenly planets. Because a person who has done his duty perfectly will go to heaven. But what is the problem in heaven? You'll again come back. Right? Intelligent person will not choose heaven. He'll choose a place where there is no birth and death. 8. अभ्यास योग युक्तेन चेतसा नान्यगा गामिना परमं पुरुषं दिव्यं यति पार्थानुचिन्तयन्. He who meditates on me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, his mind constantly engaged in remembering me, undeviated from the path, he, O Partha, is sure to reach me. Right? So he's very clearly telling, how do you go back to God? How do you go back to God? Anybody? Which flight will you take? क्या करोगे?
Mind to engage.
You remember him. Should remember him. Remember him. इसीलिए in our Sanatana Dharma culture, when somebody is dreaming, they keep a chant beside him. In whatever faith that you belong to, you keep bhajan. Bhajan chalte rehte hain. When somebody is dying, bhajan is very important. So he remembers. It helps him remember. Then he'll pakka reach that destination. You can't do that suddenly. जिंदगी पूरा एक तरह से जिया. Exactly before death, I want to go to Krishna. भजन लगाओ. Cheating नहीं कर सकते. मन नहीं लगता. You cannot cheat God. There is a real incident of a Delhi businessman. He used to live in Delhi. And somebody told him, if you leave your body in Vrindavan, you will go back to Krishna. What did he do? He was a millionaire businessman. Normal businessman नहीं था. क्या किया उसने? He gave all the properties to his sons. पूरा प्रॉपर्टी दे दिया अपने बेटों को. बेटे मतलब क्या? बांटने वाले. याद रखो. क्या किया? बेटों को दे दिया. थोड़ा बहुत जो बचा था अपने बेटी को दे दिया. भिखारी की तरह आ गए वृंदावन में. कुछ कुर्ता पैजामा पहन के भिखारी की तरह. भिक्षान दे. कृष्ण, मैं तो तेरा डिवोटी हूं. मैं तेरे लिए आया मरने के लिए. तो चीटिंग कर रहा था. क्या कर रहा था कृष्ण के साथ? कुछ दे नहीं सकता था भगवान को. He could have given something, right? What did he do? He gave everything to his children. Because he knows, right? It's secured. बेटों के पास है. जाना किधर है? कृष्ण के पास. प्रॉपर्टी किधर है? बेटों के पास. Krishna is the biggest cheater of the cheaters. Nobody can cheat Krishna. भगवान से बड़ा कोई चीटर नहीं है. ऐसे चीटिंग करेगा कि तुम सोच भी नहीं सकते कि भगवान ऐसे चीटिंग कर सकते. Yeah. What did he do? He created a legal issue in his company. वो जो हैंड ओवर किया अपने बेटों को, कुछ लीगल इश्यू आ गया, एक ही दिन जाके साइन करना है दिल्ली को, गया दिल्ली, मर गया वहां पे, है कि नहीं? So you can't cheat. And इसका ये मतलब नहीं है कि वृंदावन में मरूंगा तो भगवान के पास जाऊंगा. प्रभुपाद एक्सप्लेन, जो व्यक्ति वृंदावन में मरता है विदाउट बीइंग अ डिवोटी, ही बिकम्स अ मंकी इन वृंदावन. बंदर बनेगा वहां पे, कुत्ता बनेगा, सुअर बनेगा, लेकिन वृंदावन में रहेगा. उसको पुण्य मिल गया. He got the pious that is still in Vrindavan. When he's a dog or monkey or a pig in Vrindavan, what will he get in next life? Some devotees will be eating something, they'll throw the plates. उसमें प्रसाद रहेगा. When that monkey will go and eat that prasad, in next life he'll get a human birth again. फिर से आएगा गच्चीबोली को काम करने को, फिर सोचेगा क्या करना है, नेक्स्ट लाइफ में क्या करना है. That is how the life progression is. You can't cheat God. You have to become a devotee if you want to go back to God. There is no other way. If you are not a devotee, Srimati Radharani will not allow you inside Vrindavan. Period. So this whole life is a preparation. Death is the examination. You all have to write the exam. मैं कोई है कुछ जो मरने नहीं वाला है? माता जी, you'll die one day. पक्का? Really? Are you ready? Really? You should become ready by learning Shastra, by everyday chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. नाम जपो, नाम जपो, नाम जपो, हमेशा जपो. जब ड्राइविंग कर रहे हो जपो. Right? Sing kirtans. How many of you sing kirtan when you are driving? करो, मजा आता है. मुझे तो बहुत मजा आता है. लोग सोचते हैं अंदर क्या कर रहे हैं. हरे कृष्णा हरे के बाजू वाला सोच रहे क्या कर रहा है, के अंदर कौन सा गाना गा रहा है. अंदर बैठ हरे कृष्णा गा रहा हूँ. ठीक है. किसी ने लिफ्ट पूछा था एक बार, बैठ गया अंदर, उसको आधा घंटा कीर्तन सुना है. मुझे बोल भी नहीं सकता, उतार दो मुझे. कि मैंने पहले पूछा किधर जाना है तेरे को, बोला मेरे को मेहदीपट्टनम जाना है. मैं मेरे फार्म से आ रहा था, आधा घंटा लगता है आपका जंक्शन तक. बोला ये तो हो गया. बिठाया मैंने उसको, कीर्तन चालू किया. बोल नहीं सकता ना बीच में उतार दो. मुझे पहले बोल दिया था मेहदीपट्टनम जाना है. पूरा कीर्तन सुना, अच्छा ही सुना है. ठीक है, बर्दाश्त किया उसने. मुझे अच्छा लगा. मैं तो वही करता हूँ कार के अंदर, है कि नहीं. या तो कीर्तन सुनो या लेक्चर लगा दो. एक बार मैं यूएस में अटलांटा में गया था इंटरव्यू देने. मैं रहता था ग्रीनविल में. अटलांटा से ग्रीनविल 4 घंटे का रास्ता है. तो कुछ ऑरेकल ट्रांसपोर्टेशन मैनेजमेंट कुछ अजीब सा एक मॉड्यूल था, उसके लिए इंटरव्यू था. तो एक मेक्सिकन आदमी आया, मेक्सिकन, उसका नाम अल्फांसो है. उसका मैंगो नहीं, उसका नाम ही अल्फांसो है. तो आके बैठा मेरे साथ, मतलब इंटरव्यू पूरा हो गया. तो वेल वी वर लीविंग, I told I'm going towards Greenville. Is anyone ready to come? So he said, "Oh, you're going to Greenville? I also want to join you. Can you drop me? Otherwise, I have to take cab and go." He said, "You can sit with me." वो बैठ जाते हैं, मैंने प्रॉपर का लेक्चर लगा दिया. प्रॉपर का लेक्चर लगाया. उसके बाद एक स्वामी जी हैं देवामृत स्वामी महाराज, उनका लेक्चर लगा दिया. 4 घंटे वो लेक्चर सुना मेक्सिकन, और उनको अच्छा लगा. उनके कल्चर में प्रवचन नहीं है, उनके कल्चर में शास्त्र नहीं है. उनको अच्छा लगा उसको. 4 घंटे. मैं उसको ग्रीनविल में छोड़ा. मैं बोला मैं भी ग्रीनविल में रहता हूँ. आई ऑल्सो स्टे हियर. डू यू स्टे हियर? आई सेड नो, आई स्टे इन मेक्सिको, बट नाउ आई विल रिलोकेट टू ग्रीनविल, क्योंकि यहाँ पे जी का प्लांट है, जनरल इलेक्ट्रिक का प्लांट है, वहां पे मैं काम करने वाला हूँ. मैं उसको पूछा, डिड यू लाइक व्हाट आई वाज सेइंग? बिकॉज़ आई लाइक टू हियर इंस्टेड ऑफ जस्ट टॉकिंग. आई लाइक टू हियर समथिंग गुड. आई सेड नाइस, आई नेवर हर्ड दिस थिंग्स. Yeah, sir. You want to hear more? You want to hear more? He said, yeah, sometimes maybe. Then we shared our numbers. मैं उसको बोला हमारे घर में सत्संग होता है, आजा. तो he came once, एक बार आया. आके अच्छा फुल प्रसाद, पिज्जा प्रसाद, पास्ता प्रसाद, फुल खाया. He had nicely. Later on he again had to move. लेकिन उसकी भक्ति चालू हो गई. उसका स्पिरिचुअल लाइफ Chalo. Simple. This is how you can help others. Never hesitate to tell about God to anyone. Never hesitate to tell God to anyone. हमारे में मालूम क्या है? ये ब्रिटिशर्स ने क्या किया है? हमको हमारे कल्चर के बारे में बोलने के लिए हम शर्माते हैं. यही सबसे बड़ा मतलब अनफॉर्चुनेट थिंग, वेरी अनफॉर्चुनेट थिंग. हमारे कल्चर के बारे में बोलने के लिए हम लोग शर्माते हैं. ठीक है. Actually, I have lot of respect for सरदार जी, जी. देखें कैसे पगड़ी पहनते हैं. हाँ, अब अमेरिका में जाओ, कहीं भी जाओ, तो पगड़ी पहन के आते हैं. और हम लोग ये साउथ इंडियन लोग शर्माते हैं, टीका लगाने में शर्माते हैं. पता नहीं क्या सोचेंगे, मॉडर्न नहीं है. अरे क्या प्रॉब्लम है? यू आर व्हाट यू आर, यू शुड रेस्पेक्ट योर कल्चर. और कल्चर ही नहीं रहेगा तो आपका रिकग्निशन क्या है? ठीक है. Anyway, different topic. So which shloka we chanted? 8th? Yes, 9th. Kavim Puranam Anushasti Taram. Kavim Puranam Anushastaram. Anor Aniyamsham Anusmaredya. सर्वस्य धातारं अचिन्त्य रूपं आदित्यवर्णं तमसा परस्तात्. One should meditate upon the Supreme Person as the one who knows everything, and as he who is the oldest, who is the controller, who is the smallest and the smallest, who is the maintainer of everything, who is beyond all material conception, who is inconceivable, and who is always a person. He is luminous like the sun, and is transcendental beyond this material nature. So when you try to remember God, what you should remember Him as? Smaller than the smallest, bigger than the biggest, who is inconceivable, not ordinary people can conceive Him, omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent. Right? All these things you should understand. If you don't understand this, then you declare anybody as God. That is another problem. कितने भगवान है गच्चीबोली में? बहुत है. फेक भगवान बहुत है. असली भगवान कौन है? कृष्ण. You understand that? Text 10. This is a very important sloka. Prayana kale manasa chalena bhaktya yukto yoga balena chaiva guruvor madhye pranam aveshya samyak satam param purusham upatiti divyam Satam param purusham upaiti divyam. One who, at the time of death, fixes his life hair between the eyebrows, and by the strength of yoga, with an undeviating mind, engages himself in remembering the Supreme Lord in full devotion, will certainly attain the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Right? Krishna is saying you should fix your life hair between your eyebrows, because here is where what chakra stays here? Agya chakra, where you command people. There are many chakras in the body. Agya chakra is here, where you command. I want to go here. Right? So a lot of times when people are dying, it's very rare it happens, but if there is a very yogic person, what they do, they press here. They press here, like this. So that at least that way he'll focus here. And he'll say, come on, call for God's names. Tell that you want to go to God. Tell that you want to go to God. You know, they do like this. Agya chakra. Of course, very rare to find. How will you know somebody is going to die or not? Right? But when that happens, and when you have that understanding, that's what they do. And you have to focus. Basically, you have to focus on God. At the time of death, very difficult to focus on God at the time of death. But through practice and renunciation and patience, Nischaya, Dhairya, Prayasa. 3 things are needed. Yad aksharam veda vido vadanti vishanti yad yatato vitaraga yad icchanto brahmacharya charanti tatte padam sangrahena pravakshye. Persons who are learned in the Vedas, who utter Omkara, and who are great sages, in the renounced order, enter into Brahman. Desiring such perfection, one practices celibacy. I shall now briefly explain to you this process by which one may attain salvation. So the time of death, people chant Omkara. This is about munis who are great in Ashtanga Yoga. We software people can't do that. Don't even think about it. Meaning what? They have complete control on the chakras. And they know when they want to leave the body. They actually even command that now I want to leave. The time has come. And they chant Om. Let's all chant once. The yogic mantra actually. Your soul, bring God to go back. And you enter Brahman. Without devotion, if you do that, you will enter back into Gauli Dodi. Understand that? बिना devotion के कोई मंत्र काम नहीं करता है. Yoga means to unite. Yug word means to unite. Yuj. Actually, yoga word comes from the word called yuj, which means to unite. Unite whom? Atma with Paramatma. As simple as that. Right? The person who becomes a devotee and he chants like this at the time of death, or we chant Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Chanting the names of God. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya is also name of a God. Om Shriman Narayana Namaha is also name of God. Harinam, Harinam, Harinam. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nameva Kevalam, Kalau Nasteva, Nasteva, Nasteva. In this age of Kaliuga, chant the names of Hare. Why we chant Hare Krishna Mantra? Very powerful, given by God Himself. He appeared at Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, gave full dose. Lelo. 1000 mg dolo. 600 mg dolo लेते हैं, 1000 mg dolo लेते ही बुखार भाग जाएगा. ऐसा. सर्वद्वाराणि संयम्य मनोहृदि निरुद्य च मूर्ध्यनि अधात्यात्मना प्राणम मृद्यनि अध्यात्मना प्राणम अध्यात्मना प्राणम आशितो योग धारणम. The yogic situation is that of detachment from all the sensual engagements, closing all the doors of the senses and fixing the mind on the heart and the life air at the top of the head. One establishes himself in yoga. Right? Now you have to shut off the senses. बोलो गणेश जी की जय. उधर से जाइए मत, पीछे से आके यहाँ लगा. You have to know how to control your senses. Otherwise, there is no meaning to yoga. आजकल योगा के नाम पे क्या होता है? पूछो मत योगा के नाम पे क्या होता है. हाँ, नुमाइशी होती है, नुमाइशी. There used to be a friend and my boss. His name was Mike Lacola. मेरा बॉस था यूएस में. वो एकदम से मैं उसको बोलता था कभी कभी मंदिर आ जा, कम टू द टेम्पल. हाँ, आई डोंट बिलीव इन गॉड ऑल द टाइम. आई डोंट. मेरे को लैक्समैन बोलता था. ही मैन, सुपरमैन, लैक्समैन. लक्ष्मण नहीं आता था उसको, लैक्समैन बोलता था. लैक्समैन, आई डोंट वांट टू कम देयर. एक दिन आके मेरे को बोला कि लैक्समैन, आई जॉइंड योगा. हाँ, Mike, you joined yoga? What is that yoga you joined? He said, near the back bay station there is yoga. Back bay station बोल के है वहाँ पे. उसके बाजू में योगा सिखा रही. I go through back bay every day. I never saw any yoga institute there. तब मैं उसको, can you take me there? हाँ, I will take you. You can come with me. Very nice, excellent yoga. ठीक है. क्या योगा वो? Hip hop yoga. Hip hop dance कराते हैं और वो योगा है. और मैं उसको बोला, so what do you like? Beautiful girls come here, man. Beautiful girls come here. I like yoga, you know, hip hop yoga. तेरे तो नसीब में यही है, तेरे को यही चाहिए. योगा क्लास को क्यों जाते हैं? टाइट पैंट, टाइट टी शर्ट, है ना, मैट. पहले दिन योगी के इंस्ट्रक्टर की तरह दिखते हैं लोग, है ना. जिम जाते हैं, कौन सा कपड़ा पहन के आते हैं? एकदम टाइट. As it is, you are looking like a half हाथी. And you need to go to gym. इतना टाइट पहनो कैसे लगोगे आप? देखो, right? But you know, to go to a gym first day, they'll go and buy all tight clothes. सत्संग में आना क्या पहन के होगे? कुछ भी. सत्संग में तो सब चलेगा ना. हाँ, वहां जाने के लिए सब टाइट, सब ये वो पहनना है कि नहीं? ये हमारा रेस्पेक्ट है भगवान के लिए. सिंपल है. आप कितना भगवान को रेस्पेक्ट करते हो आपकी वेशभूषा से ही मालूम चल जाता है. व्हाट आर यू कमिंग हियर फॉर? यहाँ क्या करने के लिए आ रहे हो? भगवान के बारे में सुनने के लिए आ रहे हो. कैसे क्लोथ में आना चाहिए? ट्रेडिशनल क्लोथ में आना चाहिए. ट्रेडिशनल, बिल्कुल लोग ट्रेडिशनल सोचेंगे, अरे तो क्या हुआ, मैं उनका दास हूं, मैं उनके लिए कुछ भी करने के लिए तैयार हूं. समझ रहे? इफ यू डोंट रेस्पेक्ट योर कल्चर, यू विल नेवर रेस्पेक्ट गॉड. एंड यू रेस्पेक्ट गॉड, you cannot disrespect your culture. Simple. There is only one line to do. I'm not trying to find fault on anyone here. You're all coming here regularly. That's nice. But we have to show, transform externally also, internally also. दोनों होना चाहिए. So here, Lord is saying you have to control your. In the previous verse, he also said one practices celibacy. Celibacy मतलब क्या? You practice to not waste your semen inside your body. You don't waste the semen. You need that to push your determination up to your mind. That's why people practice celibacy. Yeah, no. We will, as soon as ये हो जाए वहाँ जाके नहीं वहाँ लगा देंगे. वो आ गया क्या? प्रभु जी, can you offer it to गणेश जी? एक प्लेट पे लगा दीजिए, ऑफर कर दीजिए. और प्रभु जी वहाँ पीछे लगा दीजिए. क्लास होते हैं हम लोग पीछे आके करें. थैंक यू. हरे कृष्ण. या सो celibacy is very important. उसको बोलते हैं ओजस शक्ति. When somebody practices celibacy, he stores the semen inside his body. It goes up through the spinal cord. It goes up and it pushes his agya chakra up. It's a science in itself. The people who want to achieve spiritual life, they should not waste that vital energy, right? And then you can concentrate on God very easily. So that's why tapasya matlab kya? Controlling senses, very important. Celibacy is also part of it. Om iti ekaksharam brahma. Om iti ekaksharam brahma. Vyaharan mam anusmaram. Vyaharan mam anusmaran. Yah prayati yajan deham. Sayati paramam gatim. After being situated in this yoga practice, and vibrating the sacred syllable Om, the supreme combination of letters, if one thinks of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and quits his body, he will certainly reach the spiritual planets. You are commanding your soul where it has to go. And it will go. Provided you are preparing yourself for that. I agree. Even in life, when we want to achieve something, don't we prepare for that? We go to classes, we practice certain activities, we try to control our mind, and finally you'll reach where you want to go. Ananya Cheta Satatam Yo Mam Smarati Niyasya Nityasha Mam Smarati Nityasha Tasyaham Sulabha Partha Nitya Yuktasya Yogina. For one who always remembers me without deviation, I am easy to obtain. O son of Pratha, because of his constant engagement in devotional service. Yeah. So, Prabhuji, one small request. We kept the Bhoga there. No? Just go down and chant Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhakti Shrimati Bhaktivedanta Swami 3 times. Then Namaste Saraswati Devi 3 times. Then Namo Brahmanya Devaya 3 times. Okay? Yeah. So here is saying, Lord Krishna is saying, for a yogic person, in order for him to achieve the supreme planets, he has to go through meditation and focusing and this and that. But here he's saying to normal people, I mean, people who can't do all that, he's saying, for one who always remembers me without deviation, I'm easy to obtain. O son of Pritha, because of his constant engagement in devotional service. See, in our olden days, retirement means what? Retirement doesn't mean lungi pen ke coffee pio. That is not retirement. Retirement matlab, now you are spending more time in God conscious activities. Right after you cross 50 hote hi, you will give away your properties and your businesses to your children, and you will focus more on community activities which are relevant towards God consciousness. This is our society. 48 को हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं? 48. 49 को क्या बोलते हैं? 50 को क्या बोलते हैं? 51 को? 52 को? तो 1 क्यों नहीं जाते? हमारे लैंग्वेज में बोल रहे हैं 51 जा, बहुत हो गया है ना? हर कल्चर इज सेइंग 1 मतलब फॉरेस्ट नहीं आना, रिनाउंस करना है चीजों को, बस बहुत हो गया. नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू वर्क फॉर यू गॉड. Till now I have worked for, now also I was working for God only, but I was more focused on maintaining my family. Now I want to renounce and I want to focus more because my death is coming near. As per normal age, my death is coming near. So now I'm going to focus more and I'll try to become a devotee. समझ रहे हैं? इसलिए शादी कौन से एज में करते थे पहले? 21, 22. बच्चे कब होते थे? 36. नहीं बच्चे, sorry. 24, right? When do you have a son or a daughter who can take care of the household activities? For 40 years, 42, 43, you're done. है कि नहीं? आजकल लोग कब शादी करते हैं? कभी कभी तो समझ में आता है वो दादा है या पापा है, बेटे को लेके घूम रहा है बाहर. Once I mistakenly told one person in my home avatar, he was talking to my father. I told, आपका पोता अच्छा, मेरा बेटा है. सॉरी. इतना लेट शादी करेगा क्या होगा? है कि नहीं? उसको उठा भी नहीं सकता हो. बेटा बोल रहा है पापा उठा, नहीं रे तू समझता नहीं मेरे प्रॉब्लम. कि नहीं? यंग एज में शादी करो, अच्छे बच्चे पैदा करो और जल्दी रिटायर हो जाओ और भगवान के सेवा में लग जाओ. ये हमारा कल्चर है. इसको जब बिगाड़ दोगे तो क्या होगा? आजकल बूढ़े लोग भगवान की तरफ भी नहीं आ रहे, पक गए हैं मतलब जिंदगी में. है कि नहीं? प्रभु जी बोलते रहते हैं सीनियर सिटीजन्स को, आओ 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 आओ, प्लीज कम एंड चैंट चैंट चैंट. वो क्या बोलते हैं? कांट कांट कांट. क्या मल्होत्रा जी, है कि नहीं? ये प्रॉब्लम है. अगर आप बचपन से भक्ति नहीं सिखाओगे तो ओल्ड एज में कैसे आएगा भक्ति? बचपन से क्या सिखाया लोगों को? हाँ, कमाओ कमाओ कमाओ, लगाओ लगाओ लगाओ, जमाओ जमाओ जमाओ, बनाओ बनाओ बनाओ। कहाँ है भक्ति? किधर है इसमें? कमाओ जमाओ लगाओ बनाओ, मकान बनाओ, प्लॉट बनाओ, बस यही है। 70 साल की उम्र में क्या आदमी क्या सोच रहा है? एट द एज ऑफ 70, 80 ऑल्सो व्हाट इज ही थिंकिंग? स्क्वायर फीट का वैल्यू कितना है? 11,000 है अभी। किसी मैंने तो सोचा 12,000 बनेगा। अरे तेरा 12वां आ गया अभी, तेरे को अभी भी भगवान के ऊपर फोकस नहीं है कि नहीं? ये दुर्गति है अभी, ये दुर्गति है। ये जो बच्चे हैं अभी यहाँ पे, कृष्णा प्रभु के लड़के हैं, माता जी के लड़के हैं, वो साधु बनेंगे बड़े होकर। क्यों? सुन रहे हैं, मोस्ट इंपोर्टेंटली देख रहे हैं कि यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, व्हाट आर माय पेरेंट्स डूइंग। माय पेरेंट्स आर सिटिंग एंड हियरिंग शास्त्र फ्रॉम ए लर्नड पर्सन। आई एम नॉट ए लर्नड पर्सन बट यू आर हियरिंग। और जब वो फ्यूचर में कोई भी टेंपल में जाएंगे, कोई साधु बैठ के लेक्चर कर, इमीडिएटली बैठ जाएंगे, बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है, बैठ जाएंगे। क्योंकि मेरे पापा भी यही करते थे। A father is a hero for his son. Whatever the father does, son will do, and whatever the mother does, daughter will follow. Simple. संस्कार ऐसे ही तो मिलते हैं। हाँ, अनन्य चेता सततम। Oh, this we already finished. Sorry. Yeah, 15. This is very important sloka. माम उपेत्य पुनर्जन्म दुःखालयम शाश्वतम नाप्नुवन्ति महामान नाप्नुवन्ति महात्मान संसिद्धिम परमांगत। ये बहुत बड़ा इंफॉर्मेशन दे रहा हूं, इसके बाद हम क्लास खत्म कर रहे हैं आज का। ये ठीक तरह से सुन लो। What is he saying? After attaining me, the great souls who are yogis in devotion never return to this temporary world which is full of miseries because they have attained the highest perfection. क्या बोल रहे हैं यहाँ पे? The one who comes back to me never returns to this world again, because what is the problem with this world? It's temporary and filled with miseries. दुख आलय, बोलो जोर से, दुख आलय। यहाँ बोले ना, दुखालयम अशाश्वतम। ये वर्ल्ड के बारे में क्या बोला है? व्हाट इज द डेफिनेशन ऑफ दिस मटेरियल वर्ल्ड एज पर गॉड? दुखालय अशाश्वतम। लेट्स टेक द नेक्स्ट वर्ड फर्स्ट। अशाश्वतम का मतलब क्या है? एवरीथिंग इज टेम्पररी हियर। प्लीज थिंक अबाउट इट। एवरीथिंग इज टेम्पररी हियर। योर बॉडी इटसेल्फ इज टेम्पररी हियर, and anything related to this body is also temporary automatically, isn't it? Is your flat permanent? Your flat might stay for 100 years, but you will not stay for 100 years. और कलयुग में in 2023, according to how we are eating, what we are eating, what we are drinking, अपना टिकट तो कभी भी कट सकता है। My target is 2025. 2025 तक अगर जीऊंगा तो थोड़ा और पढ़ लूंगा। It's horrible. What am I eating? What am I drinking? How am I living? मेरा एक्सरसाइज किधर है? कुछ भी नहीं है कि नहीं? So, provision माता जी, we are in real urgency. वो जमाना था जब 100 साल लोग जी सकते थे। इस भ्रम में मत रहो। I'm not talking negative. I'm telling you positive that better become serious now. Right? Time is very less. Time is very less. अशाश्वतम। Everything is. What is the definition of this word? अगर कोई पूछेगा तो आपको, दुखालयम अशाश्वतम। किधर बोला? Chapter 8, श्लोका नंबर 15। दुखालयम अशाश्वतम। कौन ऐसा बोल सकता है? Who can tell this? For example, आप वॉशिंग मशीन खरीदने गए, ये जरा सुन लो आराम से। कौन सा वॉशिंग मशीन, कौन सा ब्रांड सबसे अच्छा है? बॉश, व्हर्लपूल। हाँ, वॉशिंग मशीन खरीदने को गए तो आप खरीद रहे हो, यू आर गोइंग टू बाय, एंड दैट सेल्स फेलो इज लाइक, सर टेक दिस, नो आई वांट इवन बेटर वन, नो टेक दिस सर, दिस इज द बेस्ट वन, टेक दिस वन। देन ही से, नो आई वांट दिस वन, Say, no sir, don't take this one. Huh? Why are you telling not to take this one? Sir, I'm telling you, please don't take this one. No, I want this only. This is what I like. No, sir, you don't take this one. Why? Sir, when you put, it will get a shock. There is a problem in this model. As soon as you put the clothes more than load, Indians तो ऐसे भी load से ज़्यादा ही डालते हैं. जिधर तक गया उसको push it inside. कार में भी ऐसे, washing machine में भी ऐसे, शरीरों को भी ऐसे, कपड़ों को भी ऐसे, अंदर डाल दो. वो घूमेगा तो उसका प्रॉब्लम है, मेरा प्रॉब्लम थोड़ी है. So the washing machine fellow is saying that don't buy this. शॉक आएगा. आप मेरे को मालूम है ज्यादा डालोगे लेकिन शॉक आएगा. Will you argue with him? नहीं, मेरे को यही चाहिए. Why will you not argue? Why will you not argue? उसको मालूम है रे बाबा, वो बेच रहा है, वो मॉडल है, वो मॉडल में प्रॉब्लम है कि नहीं? Manufacturer has to tell what is the feature of the product, or the person who is selling it has to tell what is the feature of the product. Only two people can tell. Manufacturer will tell, salesman will tell, God will tell, or Guru will tell. समझे? If somebody says दुखालय अशाश्वत है, मैं ऐसे थोड़ी मान जाऊं. कौन बोल रहे हैं यहाँ पे? कृष्णा खुद बोल रहे हैं. हाँ, एक बार 10 चैप्टर 8वें श्लोक पे जाओ. 10 चैप्टर 8 श्लोक का हम पूरी तरह से कंफर्म करेंगे बात को, क्योंकि ये बहुत डेंजरस बात है. 10.8 450 पेज नंबर. रिपीट आफ्टर मी. अहम सर्वस्व प्रभवो मत्ता सर्वं प्रवर्तते इति मत्वा भजन्ते मां बुधा भाव समन्विता. And the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. So he's telling very clearly, I am Sarvasva Prabhavo. Sarvasva. Sarvasva में क्या नहीं आता है? सब आता है. Prabhavo, Prabho. I am the controller of everything. One is telling that. So he is God. There is no doubt he is God. If you are not God, you can't tell this. There is no other Purana, no other Vedas where neither Shivji, neither Ganeshji, neither Indra, Chandra, Varuna, nobody made this statement. Only Krishna is making this statement in Bhagavad Gita. If you can find, please come and give me. Where somebody is saying this statement. I am Aham Sarvasva Prabhavo. Now what is the same person telling in 18.15? 8.15? He's saying, Mam upetya punarjanma dukkhalayam ashashvatam. He's saying, I am telling this world that I control, I created is dukkhalaya ashashvata. भोजनालय में क्या मिलता है? विद्यालय में क्या मिलता है? और कौन सा लाया है? तो दुखालय तो आएगा, कोई और है? हिमालय में क्या मिलता है? हिमालय मिलता है. हाँ, बर्फ. दुखालय में क्या मिलता है? सिर्फ दुख मिलता है कि नहीं? तो क्यों कंप्लेन करते हो? प्रभु जी आप जानते नहीं मेरी सास कैसी है. तेरी सास अच्छी है, प्रॉब्लम क्या है? तुम दोनों दुखालय में हो. बैटिंग बॉलिंग चलेगा हर घर में, है कि नहीं? मेरा बॉस कमीना है. किसके को ऐसा लगता है? हाथ उठा दो. कैमरा मेरे तरफ उठा सकते है कि नहीं? हाँ, सबको ऐसा लगता है. आपके इर्द गिर्द में ऐसा कोई नहीं है भक्त के सिवा जो आपके अच्छे के बारे में सोचता है. बॉस क्या करेगा? बॉस, you are the most efficient guy. I mean, like, you are the person who understands the holistic picture, the larger picture of the organization. You are an asset to the company. Just give me this report on Monday morning. Happy Friday evening. बोलता नहीं बोलते? हैप्पी फ्राइडे इवनिंग का मतलब क्या है? काम कर, पूरा फ्राइडे काम कर, मंडे मॉर्निंग को रिपोर्ट सबमिट कर. उसको मालूम है मंडे नहीं आएगा, उसका सैटरडे भी जाएगा, संडे भी जाएगा. Everybody is trying to take advantage of it. Everybody. Because this is Dukkhalaya. This is Dukkhalaya. But if everybody is God conscious, this becomes Vaikuntha. What is the meaning of Vaikuntha? Vaikuntha. Kunta matlab anxiety. Vaikuntha means the place with no anxiety. What is the meaning of Vaikuntha? The place with no anxiety. Why is this not Vaikuntha? Because there are so many gods sitting here. Everybody wants to be worshipped like God. पूरे दुनिया में मेरे से अच्छा कोई नहीं है. एक बार आंख बंद करके सोचो. एक बार आंख बंद करो, मैं बताता हूँ. मेरे जैसा कोई नहीं है. मेरे से सुंदर कोई नहीं है. मेरे जैसी बेटी कोई नहीं है. मेरे जैसा बेटा कोई नहीं है. जब मैं सास बनूंगी मेरे जैसा सास कोई नहीं है. हाँ? सोचते हो ना? आंख खोलो. सुबह सुबह आईने में क्या दिखता है आपको? अमिताभ बच्चन से भी सुंदर एक आदमी दिखता है. ऐसा नाक ऐसे नाक, मेरा नाक जैसा किसी का नहीं है. मेरे आंख जैसा किसी का नहीं है कि नहीं? यही दिखता है ना सुबह सुबह. Because we think we are the center of the world, we don't accept any center of the world. समझे? We think that we are the center of the world. The whole world is here to respect me. Everybody is thinking like that. Then tell me, how can everybody be happy? But why people in satsang are happy? Because we all declare he is the center of the world. अभी यहाँ पे स्टेज में सेंटर ऑफ द वर्ल्ड कौन है? गणेश जी. ठीक है ना? So everybody are happy here. Anybody has any complaint? गणेश जी यहाँ से निकल जाएंगे. आज उनका विसर्जन हो जाएगा. तब यहाँ पे स्टेज पे कौन सेंटर ऑफ द वर्ल्ड है? जो खड़ा है वो सेंटर ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. मैं स्टेज पे खड़ा हूँ, मेरी बात सुनो. है कि नहीं? We cannot be happy if we are not God conscious. A God conscious society is always happy, and that is the reason the kings on this world, सारे राजाओं ने क्या बनाया यहाँ पे? मंदिर बनवाया. All the kings have made temples, because when you have temples, people will become God conscious and they'll automatically follow the law. There is no need for jail. There is no need for, of course, jails were also there, but not many were there. Kings are famous for making temples. There was no need for police. There were soldiers to protect the land. Police की जरूरत नहीं थी. Constitution लिखने की जरूरत नहीं थी. यही हमारा Constitution है. दुःखालयम अशाश्वतम. ये सुन के आज हम क्लास कंप्लीट करते हैं. ये जो वर्ल्ड है ये दुःखालय. समझ लो. यहाँ पे आपको खुशी नहीं मिलेगी. Don't complain. Don't comment. प्रभु जी मेरे लाइफ में ये हो रहा है. प्रभु जी मेरे लाइफ में वो हो रहा है. प्रभु जी तो है कहाँ पे? बाथरूम में तो बास आएगा ना. If you go to toilet, will you smell good or what? What do you smell in the toilet? Horrible smell, isn't it? So when you are in this material world, you will get dukkha, because it's made like that, and we are also making it like that. Huh? So we are in dukkhalaya shashvata. But Krishna is saying, if you remember me and come back to me, you will never come back to this world. You will never come back to this world. But if we practice devotion in this world, we can make this dukkhalaya into Vaikuntha. Hare Krishna. So we'll chant Narshing Arti. Puja is going to start now. You all will have prasad. Namaste Narasimhaya. Hiranyakashi Purvashah Shilakanthanakalaye Ito Narasimho Bharato Narasimho Yato yato yami tato Narasimho Aher Narasimho Ekaye Narasimho Narasimha Manim Sharanam Prapate Tavatara Kamara Bharena Adhuta Shingam Garita भक्त विघ्ननाश नरसिंहदेव भगवान की, भक्त शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की, भक्त विघ्न भक्ति ऑब्स्टिकल्स रिमूवल गणेश जी महाराज की, गणपति पप्पा हरे कृष्णा. So one last request, we are distributing Srimad Bhagavatams. I have sent that in the group, you all have seen. We are giving free Bhagavatam sets to temples. You see the Shivalayam behind in Gauli Doddi, we distributed 2 Bhagavatams there, right? And each Bhagavatam costs around 6,000 rupees. It's a great gift to give in Bhadramas. Right now, Bhadramas is going on, Bhadramas. And Ganeshji is the one who has written the Bhagavatam. So he'll be very happy if we distribute to the temples. Please come forward. आपके तरफ से एक भागवतम सेट एक टेंपल को दीजिए, हम आपके लिए वो टेंपल लेने वाले वो लेकर आएंगे. You only have to give and we will manage everything. I will send the barcode and everything. You can send it. The money will go to the temple and Bhagavatam on your behalf will be given to a temple. And you can witness that on November 4th. We'll let you know in Yadadri. You can come to Yadadri and witness your Bhagavatam going to a temple, or it will come to your house and you can go and give it to a temple also if you want. Right? Either ways. Or you can buy it for yourself. If you don't have Bhagavatam, just take it for yourself. Right? So I'll send that. It's a very important time to do this pious activity. Hare Krishna. Thank you. So let's all have prasadam. And my one request is, today Ganeshji is going to leave from here, and there are many Ganeshjis here. There is a procedure of respecting Ganeshji. Is we fall like a danda in front of you. All Prabhus. If your back is permitting, if you're not a senior software engineer, you can fall like a danda. How does a stick fall? It falls on the ground in front of Ganeshji. Do that and then come for prasad. Mataji should not fall like that. That's not permitted. You can do half dandavat. On your knees, put your head on the floor in front of Ganeshji. And please, let's go to prasad. Hare Krishna.